Let's hear her. Oh my. This car is done for. That's so tragic. Alright, I feel like it's been a long time coming, but I haven't been lazy. I've actually been working, doing shit, and hopefully getting these cars running properly. But as of right now, this is what my situation is looking like. Just a bunch of bolts, thick bolts. And by what you may be asking, well, all this. I took apart the subframe, transmission on the RSX. Bruh. So that's why I've been lacking on the videos. I guess today is just like an update from the black car and the gray car. These two cars. This car's been like a fat ass headache, but the reason why it's on jack stands and everything's out is because of this guy. It has a hook right here, and it's supposed to have a hook on the other side. But as you can see, it's all busted. Goddamn. So that happened to me when I was like on the freeway. It's like something felt wrong immediately, and then it barely made it home. And then I thought, what did I think? I thought it was like the clutch master, and then I thought it was the slave, and then I thought it was the transmission fluid, basically knocking everything down. And then someone just threw it out there. They were like, oh, it might be the throwout bearing. And I was like, fuck. So I went down on my transmission, I jiggled this thing, and it went like up and down like way too easily. So I went ahead and installed a new one right now. Beautiful, sexy. It sucked, but it felt good that I knew what the problem was. So that's where I'm at right now. And for the project car, the Integra, she has been taking me to work for like the past month and a half, ever since the black car took a shit on me. So that's pretty good. But she still smokes up a lot from the exhaust when I start her up, and then she goes away. But it's just like, it's like the first like 2 minutes of driving is just like so much like white bluish smoke from the exhaust. Yeah, that's honestly the main problem. Well, you guys saw me from like the past videos do the head gasket. That didn't work. And then a couple weeks ago I changed the valve seals. That didn't work. So I'm gonna just take it to the mechanic and see what the hell is up. It's probably like the piston seals or the piston rings or some shit. So we'll see. But other than that, she's been working properly. I just want to fix the motor first before I start doing all the cosmetic stuff. Cause I have some ideas on what I want I have some ideas of what I want the paint to be, and I already chose the wheels. And I just need the front lip and all that shit. So I already have the idea. I just want to fix the motor first. So let's go work on the black car first, fix it, and then take the gray car to the mechanic, and then everything should be fine. It's so dumb because it took me so long to take all this apart, and I just had to replace this, and it took me like 5 minutes. Now I have to put everything back together. This is like 100 pounds, and I don't know how much this thing weighs, but I'm gonna just use some jack stands to help me along the way. Wish me luck. Okay, we managed to do that first try. Damn, I just need to catch my breath real quick, but that's how you one-man it. You don't need 2 hands or a hoist. It'd be nice, but I don't have it yet. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm in a fat ass dilemma. One of these bolts are for the transmissions, and some of them aren't. So I gotta figure out which bolts go where, and goddamn. Alright, this is the part that I hate the most. Let's go mount this, and then you can just go from there, I guess.
6.5 hours later.
You see that? You see that? That's right. I got that shit in yesterday. It's a whole new day, but we got that shit in finally. I was just like holding it with like so much sweat down my face. It was insane. But at the end of the day, I actually did need help, because when I put it on that mini jack, it just kept sliding off, and I was like, it was a two-man job for sure. It's either like one person with like a hoist or two people. So I just called up my brother, and then we just knocked it down. It was still kind of tough, but we did it, and now it's fully in there. Look at that, no gaps. It's finally in. We have a brand new throwout bearing in this car. It only costed me like 120 bucks, but we got it. You guys just so happen to want the part number. There it is. I'm gonna make sure every bolt is good. Make sure there's no missing bolts, or just like any remaining bolts, what I mean. And then put this bitch on, and the car should be fine. That's like the last hard thing, and then we should be good after that. That ain't going nowhere. Well, she's going somewhere. That's why we need to put this baby on. Now, for the sake of time, I'm gonna just fast forward this real quick. So, throw this on. She's done. Finally. So, transmission's in, and then you guys probably can't see it, but the subframe is on as well, because she's lowered, she's back on the wheels, and she should be fine. So I went ahead and turned the car on already, and then I realized that my power steering was like leaking like crazy. So I put an O-ring where it should go. So it was leaking right here. So I just put an O-ring right there. Problem solved. So we took it for a small test drive, and unfortunately it's acting the same as before. Like, that makes no sense, because this thing was for sure broken, and I replaced it with the not broken one, and it's still acting the same. So I don't know what to do. So I guess I searched up a little bit, and then everyone's saying like the clutch adjustment might be like too high or whatever. So I adjusted that right now, and hopefully that would work. But if not, I might have to like bleed the clutch again. But the clutch kind of feels fine. I put this clutch fluid in last night, and it stayed there. So nothing's leaking in that area. Everything is like 2 years old. I bought a Hybrid Racing Clutch Master, like the whole kit, and I do not want to buy another one. Like, I'm so scared to spend more money for something I already bought. So after test driving it for like 2 seconds, it's still how it was before I did anything. So I'm just as confused as I was before. Like, I don't know what was happening, but it's still acting up. So like, this throwout bearing was broken, obviously, and I fixed it, and it's still acting like I didn't do anything to it. So I just put everything back together, and then replaced the slave, because that's what everybody's saying is the problem. So before I went to go change the slave, I went to go feel it, and it was leaking. So I kind of felt really happy about that. So I went to AutoZone, picked up a Duralast one, I think, and then it started leaking instantly. That shit sucked. So I'm assuming it was just the one I got. So I went back, got a replacement. So this one is another Duralast one. Hopefully it works. Because I don't see why the clutch isn't disengaging and sometimes not engaging when I already replaced the throwout bearing. So this is my last hope. If this doesn't work, well, first we install it, and if it's not leaking, and then we drive it and it's still not working, we might have to take it to the mechanic. But if I install it and nothing's leaking, and then I drive it, hopefully everything will be fine. Cause look at this. I ran through one. There's already one in the car, and then here's a third one. I ran through so many of these things, and it sucks. But I guess so. Usually on these cars, it's like if you buy an aftermarket clutch or flywheel, it's pretty harsh on the clutch master cylinder. But I think my master is fine because there's still pressure in it. I think it's fine, so it's not leaking. I don't think it's leaking internally, but I definitely feel leak on the slave, so we'll do that one first.
3 weeks later.
Look how tragic she looks. So sad. Today is a whole new day, obviously, but I took some time, and then I had some guy come in to diagnose the car. It's like $100. He kind of overcharged me, but whatever. It kind of made me come to like a final closure, and like forgot what I was gonna say, but basically some like closure, and found out what the problem is. So everything that I did basically didn't matter because the sync rows in the transmission are basically done. He test drove it and then basically said that, because like he said everything felt fine except he just struggled to get into gear, and then like at that point you just had to like find the right pocket to get into gear, and I was like, yeah, I was basically doing that to get to work and back. So this car is done for. That's so tragic. Oh, and she looks so good too, even though she's dirty. My God, I wish I could drive it. It's been months. It's honestly been months. And she looks so good on the inside too. Pause. It's been so long since I've been in here. Let's hear her. Let's see where she's at. Yeah, she still got some bit of gas. Not too bad. So, transmission gave out at almost 200K. I don't know what the fuck I did wrong, but I'm like the third owner, and I've had it for like four years, and I messed it up. I don't know how I messed it up. Fuck. Maybe the clutch wasn't adjusted properly, or maybe I just suck at driving. I don't know, but fuck. Let's hear her. Oh my. No way. This thing is... You saw it, right? You saw that firsthand. I gotta look at that footage, hold on. Okay, so as soon as I turned the car on, it just sounded like a fuse popped or something. I guess the battery's done for now, I guess. Brother. But yeah, you saw that firsthand. As soon as I tried to turn the car on, it just died on me. Fuck. And I just turned it on yesterday. And the guy drove it yesterday. Well, I'm gonna look at what's wrong and basically end it from here. So we'll see what happens next. I think it might be time for a new car, because this was supposed to be the daily. That Integra is supposed to be the project, so I can't even be mad about that one driving like shit. So it might be time to call it for this one. for now. I'm not gonna sell it ever in my life, but I'm gonna just put it in the backyard, put a car cover on it, and just not think about it maybe for like a little while, and then just have a new car, and then focus on the new car, and then get the project car working. Because this car, man, I've tried so hard to keep this car going. We'll see what happens, but till next time, I'll see you.